Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Emilio Ramirez, Director of Housing for the city. Before you to present next year's agreement with Mercy House for the operation of the homeless shelter here in Oxnard on K Street. Since January 9, 2019, the city has operated a 110-bed overnight shelter on K Street at the former National Guard Armory. That operation happened directly after the housing department directly was opened the shelter and then contracted with Mercy House to manage the same shelter. In June of 2022, the City Council approved agreement A474 with Mercy House covering the operations through June 30 of this year. So staff is proposing to continue the operation at the Oxnard Navigation Center and continue it with Mercy House, who has been performing on their obligation to operate the shelter in compliance with our agreement. Staff proposes to extend the operating agreement for another year for a period through June 2024. For that year, 23-24, the projected annual cost is $3.2 million. That operating cost will be funded with a combination of PLHA grant funds with Measure O and a special allocation from the state of California. The funding sources for that budget of $3.2 million include 1.1 from Measure E, 1.327 million from the permanent local housing allocation of PLHA, and $800,000 from a special grant that we received from the state legislature. Recommendations are to the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute the Navigation Center operating agreement with Mercy House for the provision of shelter and navigation center services for the 23-24 fiscal year in an amount not to exceed $3,228,297. Authorize the city manager to or designate to approve the use of PLHA funds in the amount of $1,327,801, and authorize the city manager to designate approve the use of the California state grant funds in the amount of $800,000. Thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.